Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Hi, guys. Looky, looky, looky. 6 points.
You've brought this on yourself.
Let's see, the honey event is about to start. We'll try it again. See if we can manage. I think I did figure out one thing. Oh, it doesn't actually make any sense now that I consider it. So never mind. Thought I had come up with something, but evidently I was wrong. I feel shame.
My goodness. It's almost like drinking lemon juice. The acidity and fragrance. Garum, you have to try this.
We'll see. We'll try. I had better luck for whatever reason working on this on my Norn Necro. No particular reason I should have had more luck, but I was definitely having more luck. I was not making as many of those leaps over things, and I was wondering, well, maybe I've got speed. No, I don't have any speed or anything going.
Infuriating!
Because visually, it's definitely easier with this character. I'm trying. I think that's the only one I have to get still. And I missed immediately. That's exactly as expected. I don't need to do it, but it's just my natural stubbornness that would like to actually, get this one done. Definitely, the sight lines are unsurprisingly much easier on this character. And Asura is a lot easier to star-cross lovers. How the hell did that just get done now? I have no freaking clue. Oh my god, don't.
Getting ahead of yourself now. Grab a pot, unless you plan to stow that honey in your pockets.
Timer ran out, and I made it here for the first time ever. And I get no fucking credit for it. Thank you, ArenaNet, for making a jumping puzzle that you can't finish if you're not fast enough. Get honey from the honey gathering event. Get healing herbs from the Heal the Wounded Wolf pup. There are 2 of those events. A couple of the events here in this part of the world are duplicated, unlike almost all of the events that seem to happen in Sentry. which all seem to be cut and paste jobs. I would hesitate to call it lazy because lazy implies that some work was put in. And I don't believe there was much work at all put in most of the events in Sentry. Well, time before they flee. Yeah. That's an event that's not going to finish, and if it's not going to finish, I won't have the opportunity to bury the bodies, and I do need to bury bodies for the deed. No one's around for this one. This is one of the ones where I would be protecting the wolf. And of course, the ram comes wandering in so that I'm obliged to kill it too.
Came across
Now, I don't know if this
during
needs
my
to
hunt.
succeed or not.
He clings to life, though his life fire flickers. This
Infuriating!
forest grows dense.
Or if I just need to pick
potent healing
up
herbs.
the herbs.
Gather him some,
for this.
lest his life fire fade eternally.
Yeah, give me the herbs. That's what I need is the herbs. My expectation is it has to succeed, and I can't just grab the herbs. But we'll find out right about now. Yeah. Yeah, I assume it has to succeed. And it won't, because I can't do this alone.
His life fire rekindles. A few more herbs
Oh, a
should
second
do.
player? No, you just ran off.
Infuriating! I've beaten you, but you don't know it yet. Stand your ground!
There's still time, but precious it is. You must hurry.
We have a second player. I'm not convinced that's going to be sufficient either, but better than just me.
His life fire dims. His life fire rekindles. A few more herbs should do. His life fire rekindles. A few more herbs should do.
Accelerate!
Change to the War Claw.
Let's get this over with.
The chill of death. His life fire rekindles. A few more herbs should do.
Working on it.
The chill of death breathes heavy on his neck.
6 feet
Quickly,
tall!
before it consumes him.
Accelerate!
I had hope for a minute, but I don't.
His life fire rekindles. A few more herbs should do.
Nope, it failed.
Nature feels no
So
grief
even with two of us, there was no chance.
life. The same indifference with which she gives it. Sweet sound. As one with the earth.
I've noticed a number of issues playing as much as I have over the last week and a half.
A hunter. Glad you're here, I am. Thought Barbette
I'm not
was
talking about the
sending me on
cosmetic
easy
stuff
for
like
just being a
these
reindeer
messages
and all.
being unskippable and taking up the center of your
Something's got this
screen,
one all worked up.
which is just
Tether it to your tourniquet
abysmally
like a salmon
obvious
before you
bad
put it
design.
down.
A lot of players have been complaining about it on Reddit. What I found while chasing down these mastery points is that an awful lot of them seem to be built to pad playtime.
Eat pain. I'm nigh invincible.
In that,
Infuriated.
that was amazing. He managed to hit me 3 times.
Cleanse will now begin.
In that a lot of the things are dependent upon you doing an event.
Lightning bolt.
But a lot of times, it's an event that you can't do retroactively. The add-on for switching mounts, there is one in Blishhud. The one I'm using is called Mount Radial, I believe. But there is also one in Blishhud. I have not tried that. I've just sort of stuck with the one I know how to use.
A clever combination.
So, as an example, the sort of thing I've seen, there are so many
Sure.
where
Turn up
you're
the
working
heat.
through one of a series of things you've got to do for one of the achieves to get a mastery point. And you have to kill a particular mob. And the NPC, you've worked your way up to finally the NPC wants you to kill this mob. And you've killed the mob a dozen times. But now you need to wait for the event to spawn so you can kill it again. As retroactively doesn't help. And I've run into so many of those over the last couple of days. Where having done the event in the past does you no
this is
good for
fine.
the achievements. And it seems to me like a lot of them are being designed that way specifically to pad the play length. Now, they're not all that way. For instance, in getting the crew together, there's a whole batch of like 6 of them. They can be done in any order. But the ones that require a specific order, a lot of times are requiring events that you can't trigger to spawn, that you have to wait for the event to spawn. As an example, I spent 3 or 4 days constantly checking to see if I could find the Iboga, which spawns near the starting camp. And I saw it twice in 3 or 4 days. Checking literally dozens of times a day. I will dance.
Let us make things interesting.
Charm diet.
Okay, I won't dance on that one.
Changing patterns within the
Don't work as they used to, but
The first time I found it,
nature by this
which was pretty early
just
on,
follow my
Let
lead.
us dance together.
it was at late at night and no one was around. So no one showed up when I put a thing in. Second time, I said, Iboga's up, and someone said, where? And I looked and I saw it had 15 seconds left on it. And I went, never mind. Not sure if I've got the right one or not on that. I'm sure that's the spinning. And so, after 3 or 4 days, I happened to be on when someone said, Iboga is up, and I went and joined, and
What insults you?
half a dozen of us got it.
I never. Let's step things up.
But it took 3 or 4 days of constant looking. Now that wasn't even in one of the time-gated ones. where there are, a dozen or more steps and you have to do them in order.
You dance with boys, but our finale has arrived. Let us now welcome the harvest in glorious dance.
Pardon me, I'm welcoming the harvest in glorious dance.
Of summer. Shut them goodbye. Shut them.
And there have just been so many of these wait on an event. A specific event. A non-triggered specific event. So it's not even one you can force.
An absolute spectacle. The lore master will
That was
tell
an
of this
absolute
for
spectacle.
ages to come. Dance with us anytime.
Look, these are magnifying lenses. I've made a spectacle of myself. Sorry. So what I did was I chose some of the longer achieves that had mastery points, but didn't have any time gating. And I did those. Took a couple hours to get me the last 3 points. Wasn't fun at all, as they were just busy work, looking up where I have to go, what I have to do. But I got it done. How did I get 2 lowland pine logs from cabbages? How did I get... I don't understand. Well, I guess that's quality fiber? So we'll finish up our hearts, and that'll no doubt get us the last bits and pieces we need. And then I'll probably work on the second run through on the storyline on the second character, Coffin Ed. Pardon the yawn. Wow. No need for that. I did not get a great night's sleep. Not one of the bad nights like I've been having. It just wasn't a good night. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Do we have another fighty fight? We do. Spring-hearted. And nobody's out there.
Keep all mounts out of the stands.
Yeah, the mount's out of the stand. Nobody? Anybody else? Nobody. Anybody? Yes, somebody. All right.
I feel 6 feet tall. Why won't anyone help me?
Well, they got nuked, and I almost got nuked down. Did get nuked down. Sweet Foucault.
Much better.
Let's see if up there. Now that's horseshit. I was out of the freaking lane. I was in the lane of no damage. And instead I took almost all of the damage.
Exhilarating!
Well, that looks like kablooies. So I'll wait for them to finish up.
Suffer!
Alright, let's see if we can get Foucault back up.
Stand your ground!
Get Foucault up again. Only fair, they got me up
I'm
once.
Henrich. My mind is scrambled.
My mind is scrambled.
Accelerate it.
That is true, it is.
Soften them up. Not being caged.
Compounding our powers. Stand your ground. Infuriate. I'm nigh invincible. Impressive, Wayfinder.
Alright.
Give the heart of a springtime
I
festival.
say it seems a little bit light on the XP progress in the hearts today. Up here. I'm used to that from freaking Sentry, but here these usually come pretty quick. No, I can do some more stuff down there. We'll go right back to where we were. Having no luck at all getting this thing to hop over the fences like it was doing for days. Time to do some dodging.
Hey, Wayfinder. Ganther is wild terrain. You must prepare for the unexpected. Slacking on me. Earned my respect, you did.
Oh, I earned Golden Daisy's respect. There we go. Alright, another heart complete. 12 out of 14 times. 2 more days, and the achieve will be complete. We still have 7 hours and 33 minutes and 34 seconds on the buff. XP, Karma, Gold, additional unique map material from Code and Caches. Yeah, it's worth keeping up. So I'll keep it up. And congratulations me, we're back up to 6 stacks for 24 hours. Grab that.
That is all.
Bank that. Oh, sell the other crap. It would be nice to not have to deal with junk loot in games. That's all. Just, it would be nice. Looks like it is fish scaling time in the fishing village.
Great catch today, Harp. Hope your knife's ready to scale.
Not a crap catch. Pretty good, even for you. What'd you do, bribe him?
Oh, you know my spear paw. Quick as a journey can sleep. Ha! Was all sorts of silly. You see,
Got the Wayfinder's help, did you? You want to help me? Prep needs to start, well, now.
don't care you.
Skin, gut, salt, and dry.
Yeah.
In that order.
You know how it works.
Fish are going sour real fast these days. So let's get to work.
Well, of course they're sour. They just got yoinked out of the water. I'd be pretty salty about it. Well, unless I was a saltwater fish, obviously. Any time now, Harb.
The rod is setting in fast. Gotta skin them first.
I got off fast.
Next, scoop out the guts and bones.
I'll scoop out the guts and bones. Everybody else is slow. I'm the fastest worker.
To make 'em laugh.
Harb likes me best.
They'll need a good salt bath. Then you hang them up to dry.
I'm Harp's favorite.
I've seen worse. That knife work will get easier each go.
I'm stretching out my lead. Nobody's gonna catch me. I'm the best skinner, scooper, and salter of the whole group. I'm not just the commander. I'm a culinary champion, a titan.
Accelerate!
I'm stretching out my lead. Scritch, scritch, scritch.
The rot is setting in fast. Gotta skin them first. Next,
I'm a full
scoop out the
station
guts and
ahead
bones.
of everyone
All
else.
flesh.
I'm a skinning, deboning, and gutting, and salting, and drying machine. All of those things at once.
Then
Pretty
you
impressive.
hang 'em up to dry. The more we prep, the less we waste. Accelerate!
No, I'm gonna win.
Accelerate!
I mean, everyone else is gonna get gold too, but we'll all know that my gold is the first place gold, and the rest of them, you know, they're fine. They did good work. Six fish. Pretty impressive. Yep.
Taking a closer look. Look at
Rare
that for.
valuable.
Salt could be a little better dispersed. But it ain't bad, Wayfinder.
See?
I'd serve any one of these to the claw. Don't hesitate to help again.
Well, while we wait for the next fish-based thing. Actually, one of the things I did was fish-based. Had to finish up all the fishing achieves. And here we are back with
Before you were in sight.
the Warclaw Scat, everyone.
Mr. Sports
Scat play.
grown even more, hasn't she? Well then, I'll leave the two of you to your training. I can hear them every day. Anytime it gets quiet. Their screams, their fear. I just happen to be the rear
Many
guard
journey
that...
kit love having their heads pet. Just watch the whiskers. They're quite
I
sensitive.
just got lucky.
That doesn't mean it was your fault, or that they wouldn't have wanted you to survive.
Who's a good little journey kit? Me? Am I a good little journey kit? Fat Body. Good evening.
Fresh game is a journey kid favorite. A treat from your hunt will win you favor, certainly. Good thing you were looking out for that cliff. In addition to an extra big dinner for you tonight. How about
I expect that when we finish this heart, probably
To
even
the
just
hot
this event,
springs. Who wants to go to the
we'll
hot
have finished
springs? There's heavy fog.
the grind for mastery for the expansion's first chapter.
You know, Wayfinder, a quality scritch under the chin. Does
See, there it is, a
wonders
quality
for
scritch.
winning.
This guy knows is Warclaw critters. It's not scratches. It's not pets. They want scritches. Surprised I have to tell this to these people who are supposed to be professionals. Pets for that one. Meats for this one. More pets. Still more pets. Pets all around. Because there's no command for giving them scritches. Poor little critters are
An
deprived.
easy way to bribe
They don't get any scritches.
Treat them to some bits
And-
of game from your hunts. You'll be friends in no time.
And not quite there, what? 7,636 to go.
That is all.
Right back over here. And hopefully the fish catching has commenced. Not yet. Come on, Churning Rapids. You want to catch some more fish, don't you? Sure you do. Sure you do. Come on. You do. Yeah, fine. We'll expend a couple of tokens. Looks like 3 tokens, though. If it was 2 tokens, I'd feel better about it. But fine, we'll do 3.
coming in fast today, they are.
Wait. Oh. Fish catching time.
Hey, Wayfinder! Come here. 2-bear job, this is.
Hey,
Welcome to
Wayfinder.
the spawning.
It's about time you showed up, eh?
I spear them, you catch them, and drop the little fellows in this basket. Painless death for the fish. Something to fill our gut. But catch them with the careful paw, will slip right out of your grasp. Mind, don't overdo it.
I've never
Take what we
had
need and leave the
slip
rest
out
for
of my
another.
grasp.
Balance and whatnot. And watch it. Prey means predators. Every blood-sucking bog crawler is keeping an eye fixed on us.
Yes, I know. Some of them are in my chat. You blood-sucking bog crawlers. No, this may or may not apply to any of you.
Invigorating.
Sharp blade, sharp mind. Nicest of them
Fish
yet.
me. Now, she's evidently spearing them and launching them up into the air. So she's spearing like 6 or 8 at a time and then flinging them like 100, 150 feet into the air. Actually pretty impressive.
6 feet tall.
I have contributed 4 fish.
Nicest of them yet. will do. If you got anything left in your paws, bring it over. But no more. Got our share already.
Power flow at 30%. Rerouting.
There we are. Expansion mastery complete.
Infuriate!
Nicest of them yet.
Our powers!
Sadly, I am 18 mastery points from having all of them because Iceberg Saga is a bitch to get mastery points on. They didn't include enough, and they've never gone back and added any in, sadly. And so, a lot of people are missing some IBS masteries. Alright, we'll kill the champion,
Watch it
and that'll
now.
be all
There's
of
stir in the water, and I don't trust it.
Come here.
There it is.
The
Can't
shore
blame the beast for
area.
being hungry, but it's gonna turn
Art's
this
done
line
for the
to
day.
bones. I'll get these to the fishing lodge. You take care of our friend here. Hoorah!
I'm nigh invincible.
A new pattern revealed.
Stand your ground.
Well, I stood my ground just in time that time.
I'm nigh invincible. Health increasing. I'm neither here nor there. Such synergy! Stand your ground! Rare and valuable. Mantled in death. I wield great wisdom.
A new
I
pattern
don't actually
revealed.
wield great wisdom. It wasn't my character talking, that's for
I
sure.
see the pattern at last.
Such synergy!
Such synergy probably mean.
I'm neither here nor there.
You'll be feeling that one for days.
If you hear I can outrun
This is fun!
a centaur, that's definitely not me. Can't remember if I changed the cosmetic on the second sword now that I'm dual wielding swords on the swap instead of the bow. Don't think I am. Let's find out. No, I'm dealing.
Great catch today, Harp. Hope your knife's ready to scale.
That's not a bad looker though.
Not a crap
But it's not
catch.
like dual wielding
Pretty
bolts. So
good, even
obviously,
for you.
you know, you've got to
What'd
if
you
you
do,
if
bribe
you've
'em?
got them, it is important
Paw,
for you
know my
to
spear, Paw.
flaunt
Quick as
them.
a journey can sleep. Ha, was
And
all
now that I
sorts of
have
silly. You see,
a bolt,
Got the Wayfinder's help, did you? You want to help me?
No.
Prep needs to start, well, now.
don't care you.
Skin, gut, salt, and dry.
now
In
you can
that
see
order.
what it looks like when you
Fish are going sour real
dual
fast
wielding
these days.
bolts.
So let's get to work.
Technically single wielding, but you know, cosmetics. We'll buy that. Put everything away. Then we'll head off to Sentry and see what we can do about Sentry. Sentry. It hurts.
I tire of this distraction, outsider.
He tires of the distraction. Tough noogies. And that'll be the daily harvesting yield or gathering yield, whatever it's called.
How do, Wayfinder? We were just discussing happenings on the island.
I don't suppose we can speak to Hella yet. I still have no idea what collection that's for.
Somewhere up north, we're told. What I do to sit on a
Read a review of the expansion, and I must note that they specifically called out that last heart as being in a state of what the fuck happened here.
Open your ears, Bearkin. Skywatchers, the storm nears. Gather the lightning rods, strengthen the camp. Listen, the lightning rods are not only diverting the strikes from the camp, but we're collecting energy with each blast.
Oh, may I make a suggestion?
We don't have time to dispute.
I've surrendered long ago on your practices, but let me help. I have... here, this. This is a small fragment of shadow stone. It is magical, I should warn you. But if I attach them to the lightning rods, I may be able to trace
My
the
shadow
Titan's
stone was
movements.
basically
Or its
cleansed
strength,
bloodstone.
The mist's interferences. There are a great number of things we can learn, if you let me.
Do it, but rush you must. Time is limited.
I will. Wayfinder,
The winds
no time
are
to
picking
talk.
up.
Prepare
The
however you
storm
must.
nears even
The storm
more.
is
The
rolling.
meta is
But time
coming
for
up.
preparations will
Yay!
escape us soon.
That was irony. No, sarcasm. Yeah, sarcasm. That one. Can I skip my rock across? Not all the way across, sadly. Relics. I'm gonna make it.
I'll take that.
Yay! I've found a thing.
Excellent work, Wayfinder.
In just a second. God, I thought there was a minute and 3 seconds left. There was in fact 3 seconds left.
Bavanisos. Well, soon enough. And perhaps there may be something in here to help us take out those titans. Fingers crossed, eh?
A champion something. A champion something that I don't want to fight. Let's be clear about that. Champion Gasta. Oh, yeah. I fought her a number of times. And if there were other people around, yeah, maybe. And the fact that there's no one around for any of this tells me that this meta is dead before it has begun. I'm pretty sure I succeeded the first time I did the meta on day 1 or day 2. Day 2, I think. But I'm not even positive. But I know that every other time I've been in the map when it ran, nobody's gotten close. Closest I've seen was, you got one of them down to about a third of his life. At a time. I helped this person and I rezzed them because I'm a good citizen of the Wars too. I don't know how much of the fact that this meta is never getting successfully done, at least not in random maps. Maybe if you're heading out and deliberately going to a map where people are trying to run it, I would assume it has a better success rate. I don't know how much better. But certainly for, pick-up maps where a lot of times, if you're in a map with a meta, for whatever reason, and the meta starts most of the time, people show up. If you get a number of people showing up, it'll be enough and you'll get the map done. But not in this one, that's for sure. But I will try. If it fails, it won't be because I didn't try. What the?
The storm roars on the horizon. Collect yourselves.
I will collect myself.
With the Astral Ward's help, we've managed to craft a remedy. Something that will hopefully stop the rot from spreading. Thank you, Wade.
There's one. And two. I don't know why the 3 keeps flashing, but I've been having that issue since the expansion.
Here it is. No time to quake with fear. Rigid we must remain.
I'm going to remain rigid, but I can't show anyone on stream because that would just cause legal problems. Certainly a banning.
Our one and only goal is to protect the camp. Every claw and spear. Raise them to the air. Go. Fight. Win.
Well, that was an inspiring speech. Thank you for sharing. I laughed. I cried. It changed my life. So I will finish this up, and then we'll see if anyone's actually making progress on the meta. My bets would be on no. Tried it the other day. They weren't making much progress by the time I got there. Making a little better progress, but no. They don't give you the time countdown initially until you get to like under 5 minutes. And by the time we hit under 5 minutes, we were maybe 15% done. So yeah, that wasn't going to work. I'm going to say, maybe it's just me, ... Spoiler, it's not just me. The polish on this expansion is largely absent. With the exception, of course, of the first map, where generally it's there. But the second map, dreadfully unpolished. Oh, there's the last one. And then we'll join whichever one is going slower. Pretty close. I'll go to the closest one then, which is Greer. But I would have to say that that does not look like fast enough progress to me. But hopefully I'm wrong. Hmm, 12 minutes. We may be able to do this. I would love to be proven wrong. That would be cool.
Turning to normal parameters.
I am all for being proven wrong.
Soften them up. You are all escape.
Ads.
6 feet tall!
Ads gotta go, I'm guessing.
Blade storm. Sharper still.
Oh, that was bad. That was all of the poison and confusion that were available.
I can't do this alone.
This is just such bullshit.
Tall!
The Boon Corrupt is just such utter complete horse shit. What are they thinking?
This is getting serious.
Oh, he's invulnerable. So that's the thing. He's invulnerable. So we have to kill the ads, but the ads are ranged, and he just fucking Boon corrupts everything.
Help me over here.
6. Stand your ground!
Your journey kit, now! Shatter the armor from their flesh. Our spears will do the rest.
Maximum pain. Your soul is mine. I need assistance.
I can't see a fucking thing. ArenaNet, why do you think this is acceptable for your players? I have no idea what the fuck they're doing these days. I really, honestly don't. It would be nice to think that at their public get-together, which is going on, I don't know, tonight, last night, this weekend for sure, at PAX, it would be nice to think that someone would put their fucking feet to the fire. Show them video like that and say, what are the players supposed to do? Other than, I mean, obviously die in huge numbers.
That's how amazing I am.
Try to res this one. Nope, 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 and I'm dead again.
6 feet tall!
Fucking ArenaNet.
Low! High toxicity!
Unbelievable. Note the dead bodies everywhere. Sword of Xingje, kind enough to res me. Thank you, Sword of Xingje. Any other bodies around that I can help res, perchance?
Help me. I'm up. I'm up. Supportive earth.
No clue. Are those green circles? Are those the ones we're supposed to be in to soak? Or the ones that we're supposed to not be in so that we don't take damage? Who knows? They never tell you the difference.
Through.
Yeah, we don't have a prayer.
I'm nigh invincible.
I have grown increasingly angry at the quality of the expansion. Everyone's been just raving about how good the first map is, and they're not wrong. First map is very solid. Not exactly action-filled, so it's a lot easier to make things balanced when all you're doing is, you know, picking up scat. Is not, in terms of dev time, does not require an extraordinarily active dev cycle.
Oh, thank you.
But stuff like big group fights like this, which are difficult to balance, if not impossible, are just fucking trash in this expansion.
I'm fading fast.
Your soul is mine. Okay.
I can't stand in the purple poop. Because that's the boon, and he's at 50%, so he's not taking damage anymore again, I believe. See, now I think this is the green that is just going to hit me. So you don't want to stand it. But most of the time, when there's a green, you want to soak it. You want at least a certain number of people in. So I have...
I'm 6 feet tall. Stand your ground.
Oh, fuck.
I owe you one.
No.
I'm hurting here.
I have... Don't run away with green stacks. Okay, they're saying don't run away. See, I thought the greens were soaks, but every time I've stood in a green, if I'm alone and dodge out, I survive. If I'm in with other people, I die.
I need assistance.
Help? I don't have long.
Do we need more on Greer, or do we just need to chill? No, you need more on Greer because everyone's fucking dying. Because ArenaNet doesn't tell us what the fuck is what. See, when I get a green, if I run out of the group and I dodge before it goes off, I take a little bit of damage and that's it. But if I'm in a green with other people, I die. So which is it? Is the green supposed to soak? Or is it not supposed to soak? My assumption is it's not supposed to soak because, well, most players by default aren't going to know what a soak mechanic is. Two minutes. Yeah, we're going to fail. Decima's probably going to get down to about 20%.
My mind is scrambled. I'm 6 feet tall.
Big greens, and...
I'm failing quickly.
Yep.
I'm up. I'm up. Mirror, mirror from the sand.
This is getting serious. Help. Vigor. Recovery.
Stay on the pink tag, they're saying. You know, I just don't think that's working. Because it means we all die at the same time and we get kaboomed.
I appreciate the help.
You learn the mechanics in the story? No, that's fucking horse shit. I've done this fight twice in the story with no problem. All of these mechanics weren't in the fucking story. That's just bullshit. He's invulnerable again.
Why won't anyone help me?
I'm stuck and dead.
I'm not anyone help me there.
I had no problem the 2 times I've done this fight in the story. How many times have I died here? 6, 8. It's not the same mechanics. It involves the same mechanics, like the riding around on the mount, but it's not the same mechanics at all. In the story, at no point did I get 25 stacks of poison. Well, they've got Decima down lower than I thought they would. For that matter, we've got Greer down lower than I thought we would. But we failed. Yeah, so they got Decima down to what, about 15%, I would say.
What depraved
And Greer at
abominations
25%.
they are,
It's just crap.
leaving nothing behind except the smells of death and rain.
Yeah. Somebody there is right. There was
For now,
a whole bunch of people everyone kept dying, is what he said. At the same time, someone's telling us we need to stay on stack. You know, if we're all dying every time that he kabooms the ground, staying on the stack is not the right answer. We weren't running from the stack. We were having to split from the soup that put 2,000 dots on us. Not everyone has that kind of Condi clan. Thank you. That player is exactly correct. We stay on the stack, we fucking die. Because we don't have 15 or 20 second clear all Condis. No, we don't need people who play support. We need ArenaNet to fix the fucking encounters so that players could get it done. Rear corrupts your boons when you stand in AoE. That's why you probably had so many conditions. Yeah! Thanks! I know. That's also so I can do damage. People need to pay enough attention. Believe me, we're paying fucking attention. We're also trying to do damage. And trying to do what you guys kept telling us to do. Seeing a lot of people, when they get a green stack, run away and put it far away from the group. When you do that, it leaves a puddle behind. If it's a puddle far away from the group, it shouldn't hurt. But even if that's the case, I was seeing puddles on the stack, so... The problem is not the players. The problem is the mechanics are not explained in any way at any time. And if you've got a condition or something, you have no time to mouse over the tiny little icon and see what it is because you're suddenly dead. Because the UI is so worthless in giving you helpful information about things like conditions you have. do anything about it, I don't know. Maybe they don't have any UI programmers anymore. Maybe they don't think it's a problem. But that's one of the fundamental, and it's made explicitly, excruciatingly clear right now. Is
Hear what happened
because we can't get a read on what buffs and debuffs and boons, conditions we have, without taking our eye off the entire fucking encounter. That corrupting every boon we have and turning it into a condition kills us almost instantly. And you can't even measure. You see, you've got 4
Rare and valuable
conditions. You don't know if that's 1 stack of poison or 25 stacks of poison, and I've seen 25 stacks of poison. If it's 1 stack of poison, that's fine, no worries. If it's 25, you're dead a second later, unless you have godlike, pardon me, Condi cleanse, which I certainly am not spec'd for. I want to look up and see what this fucking does. Oh, okay, I saw the blip. It gives you a small amount of progress on the heart. Great. These hearts are just so awful. It's probably a good thing I did not go up to PAX for this get-together, because they'd have probably dragged my ass out.
Lightning strikes and thunder roars. Your heart will know peace forevermore.
Wow. Isn't he quite the poet?
I feel 6 feet tall. Rare and valuable. Accelerate!
Why isn't this working? I was so sure.
What, your bad poetry?
No, do not
Your
wait
bad
until
poetry's
this
working if your intent is to annoy me.
Infuriating!
Sorry I'm so salty, so sour. I'm just not in a happy place with the game right now. This early after an expansion. Because after a week, I started to really see the warts. Oh, somebody's fighting the adolescent Leviathan. Thank you.
Where?
Ow. Hurt a little bit. I'm fine. I'll walk it off.
Hold the line!
Release all these reinforcements. Watch yourself. Now it's our chance.
That's right. Stand your ground even though we're underwater. So stand your moist, damp.
Thunder. Hold the line. Stand your ground.
Poor adolescent Leviathan, never done anybody no harm, and yet here we are. Half a dozen of us or more beating up on the poor thing.
Stand your ground.
Sorry the unknown, not unlike us. Haplessly
A chunk of ancient ambergris. That sells for about 2 gold a pop, I think.
Be avenged. We owe it to them to finish our work.
Yep. We've got a Urson ornamental staff. We can turn that into globs of ecto.
We have completed the task at hand.
Bastards. Magi's full moon dagger. We've already unlocked that skin. Agent of entropy. 200 items. 370 times. That is 54,000 salvages. Exactly 54,000. Exactly 54,000. Wait. $370 times. 74,000. What was I thinking? What the hell's wrong with my brain? 74,000 salvages. Exactly. Let's bust out double bolts.
Bam! I'm 6 feet tall.
No, visual effect only. There are not actually 2 bolts.
I'm failing quick.
Oh, there's the loot. Dodge the circles on the ground. Non-stop edition.
Infuriate!
Oh, I love this trip.
And we've got a Coden box over here, I think. Indeed. Major Coden cache. We've almost finished up another sentry. The radii of aggro on these things is just fucking terrible. And what is up with the badoop sound? That's the sound they give you
Rare
when you've
valuable.
got another one. Jesus, 150 yards away. That's the sound they give you when you have acquired a special action key. Why are they alerting us about a special action key we ain't got? Don't know. Again, I return to the polish in the expansion. It seems just terrible.
They burn, I smother. An endless cycle.
Threshold achieved.
That's another Magi sword. There we go. A couple of ectos out of that. Sell that piece of crap. We'll buy that. We'll sell all the crap and that and that. I am AFK a sec. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Ugh, old man. Champion Jade thingy. I'll take a pass on that. Thank you. Head back over to this heart. Finish that one off, and then probably just throw a bunch of the tokens at that first heart. The broken piece of crap. I can't believe they shipped it with this heart, which is incidentally the first one you run into in this map. Navigating this map is a little tough because it is rather samey looking. It doesn't have much in the way of obvious landmarks. A little bit true, but to a lesser degree certainly in the first map. Not a big deal.
Join your research party in the woods. The closer I can get to the ruins, the better.
Why one yearns to go near those ruins, I can't understand. But you are very welcome. If I may ask, what is it that excites you?
Infuriating!
You see, those ruins have quite a robust history. From what I've gathered so far, this place was once the village of Gavril. It was a quaint little town turned quite sour. Why? I'm not sure yet, but I think we can assume the White Mantle were involved.
Ah, those ones. A vile group they were.
Archivist
I'm glad
Ikur.
they no longer walk these lands.
Ogre. With wrist
I am as
claws.
well, but thankful that they left such valuable records behind for us to find.
You gonna do anything, or are you just talking? It looks like that was just a talkie. Any other events going on? Once again, I am left wandering around hoping to find events that spawn too rarely and give out too little heart progress. I firmly believe I spend more time complaining about there not being events than actually doing events. That was not what I wanted to do. God damn it. Finish off the dailies? We did.
Ah, recognition.
Ah, recognition. I'll check today and tomorrow, see if I can get the weeklies done. I think I've got 4 out of 6. It'd be worth it to get a couple more done. So long, Rod Strider. Loser. Loser. We are out of the heart radius. That has been an issue for me since the game launched, is sometimes you just have no idea if you're within the launch radius, or the heart radius, I should say. I think I've moved out too far north. No, too far west. Here. That's how big the radius is. You have to do events in that circle.
Infuriating.
No idea why they made the active heart areas so small and have so few events going on. I have no idea. Will this event count? Maybe? I think it will. deposit samples. Alright, we need the mist burn. I think I can carry more than one. So I've got 3.
Another sample. Good.
Probably fallout from some Mersonic experiment. Area looks clear. For now.
Area looks clear. What? You mean other than the 150 freaking blighted things running around? Yeah, other than them it looks clear. Sure.
Blessings upon you.
Well, that's 7. I gotta finish off the whole thing by myself. Kind of looks that way. Certainly I've noticed an issue with the second map. Well, lots of issues with the second map, but one of them is something I don't remember seeing outside of Day 2 Biora Marches, which is brand new content and nobody's playing it.
My thanks.
Hopefully that'll be enough to finish off. Well, I've had enough of him, that's for sure.
Infuriating!
Oh, he's invulnerable. Why? Don't know. Did I pull him away from his tether too far? Has that ever been a thing in the game where they're invulnerable? Maybe.
These should be all the samples I need. Very reliable.
And that still wasn't enough to finish off the fucking
heart.
heart.
Reward.
Unbelievable.
Now we can make a therapeutic using what was gathered.
So tomorrow, I think I'm going to give myself a break and play something else. Anything else. Probably WoW. Because right now I'm really disenchanted with this expansion in general, and this map most specifically in particular. And I already know what their excuse is going to be, and it will be an excuse. Oh, but we told you that the first patch at the 3-month mark was going to be an expansion in the second map. Which is just their way, will be their way of saying, yeah, we know we didn't finish it. But isn't the first map good? And yes, the first map's good.
not sound like a problem worthy of my audience, does it?
But we didn't pay for a one-map expansion. And that's what it feels like we got. We will grab another one of those. A few things in this game piss me off more than dandelion blossoms, though, I'll tell you that. And I'm going to burn 4 of the tokens to finish off this heart. Ooh, we're going to finish tier 3. We'll get 20 refined homestead woods, I think. There it is. 1, 2, 3.
More accolades.
There's my 20 refined homestead wood. I have not done much of anything with the homestead yet. Waiting for them to finish putting them. Waiting for the players to put pictures of all the items on the wiki. Because for some reason you can't control click to bring up the image of the items. Which is not great. Right. We'll see what stuff we have more than 1,000 of. And we'll buy some homestead stuff. We have 1,007, 25, and 997. Well, we'll keep that regardless. Pardon me. We'll go in here. If you're wondering why I'm doing this instead of doing the automatic harvest all of them, it's because here I get the volatile magic. Pardon the yawn. God damn. Nope. 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 Yeah. Mithril. Let's go ahead with 50. Last for a couple of days at least. Wow. I've purchased all of the Or find homestead metal I can in a week. Oh, that one we can sell. Well, we've got everything we wanted done. Took longer than I wanted to, but we got it done. I'm going to call it here. I'm really frustrated with the game right now. I don't want to inflict any more of my negativity on you guys because you don't deserve it. I don't have a seed pouch equipped.
Hi.
I could buy the Black Lion Garden plot. I even have the gems just sitting in there waiting. I believe you have to buy the Black Lion Garden plot deed and open up a second plot to use them for non-ascended foodstuffs. And there's like a quest too.
Now this is a find.
Open it up
I
for
knew I'd
standard.
achieve
You can
this.
unlock new kinds of plants to grow in your garden by collecting plant seeds in the open world. You can view the full list of unlockable plants in the achievement panel under Dedicated Gardener. Dedicated Gardener. It's new. Well, let's get at least one of them. Get the gardener's attention. Ah. So I can put stuff in there. But not all of them. Some of them are locked. I assume that's the achievement ones are the ones that are locked. Pardon my yawning. Oh man. Don't know why I'm yawning so much today. It wasn't that bad of a night's sleep. I'm planting potatoes. Interesting. So that just turns your the one you get for ascended crops for reaching ascended cooking. That just turns it into one you can use for growing regular crops. So it's not in addition. That's kind of cheap. I don't think I would have done it. Because I thought I was going to be able to use that one for regular crops as well as the additional one I just bought. No. I have to use that one for all of my crops. And that is not what I was expecting. Well, I'll just put a lovely little cap on my disappointment with the state of ArenaNet right now. I certainly hope they're all having fun. Up at the ANET get-together, I have a couple of streaming friends who are there. I hope they're all having a good time, but I really doubt that, I think they're all ArenaNet partners. I doubt any of them are the type of person to put their feet to the fire for ArenaNet employees even when it's really needed. Because right now, they're not telling us anything about that first heart, the southeast heart in the second map, and why they won't do anything to make it less excruciating. They've nerfed the buff corruption once already, and it's still an absolute fucking death slog to try and get through the meta. As I'm now, I think, the first time, I think we were successful, but I don't even know. I wasn't paying close attention enough to know that it was the meta bosses we were fighting yet. But outside of that, I'm 0 for 4 or 5, where I've actually taken a whack at the monster, and then 0 for several more when nobody was taking a whack at the monsters. So, also the quality, the polish is really low. I'm going to stop right now. I want to thank you guys for hanging out. If I'm back tomorrow, it'll be on WoW. If I'm not back tomorrow, I'll be back on Monday. I may take a day just to de-stress, because right now I'm not in a great frame of mind for basically any kind of gaming. But I want to thank you guys for hanging out. Really do appreciate it. I'm sorry about my mood being so sour, but right now I'm not happy with the state of the game. And I know I'm in the minority. Everyone's still in the enthusiastic embrace of the warm bearkin. But I'll be back, if not tomorrow, on Monday at the usual times, regardless of which day it is, and I will put it in the Discord, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. Again, thanks guys for hanging out. Hope the rest of your weekend goes fucking great. And if you're American, you still got 2 full days to go. I'm back on Sunday or Monday. Have a great rest of your evening. Thanks again for hanging out. Take care, and ciao for now. Good night, guys.